good, y'all? Welcome back to our channel. I'm Maya.
And Sarah.
And we are charmed and dangerous.
Because you know we're charming.
And we're dangerous.
We dangerous.
And in today's episode, y'all already know what we're talking about. From the title, we're talking about a Leo moment. But before we get into it, we would love it if you hit that subscribe button down below. We're two besties. We talk about astrology. We talk about dating. We talk about really anything we feel like talking about. So if you can get down with that vibe and any of those topics, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Now onto the video. Okay, Sarah, so what is your first Leo moment? Let the people know.
And if this is your first time on our channel, our Leo moment, basically we go through all the zodiac signs and we discuss our favorite moments, celebrities, whatever reminds us of that sign. So that's what this series is about. So your signs video might already be up, so check it out. But we're on to Leo, and my first Leo moment is a scene from the iconic movie Mean Girls.
Ooh, yes.
It's the scene where the teacher is holding Katie and she's like, I'm a pusher. I push people.
Because I'm a pusher. I push people. I pushed my husband into law school. That was a bust. I pushed myself into working 3 jobs. And now I'm going to push you because I know you're smarter than this.
Yeah.
Besides the fact that that scene is just funny on so many levels, it really gives me Leo energy because I feel like Leos are fixed fire and I feel like they want other people to be as passionate about life and the things that they're passionate about. And if you aren't passionate about that thing that they're passionate about, they see something wrong with that.
Yeah.
They're like, how dare you? I'm gonna motivate you.
Right, they're gonna try and push you.
You know what I mean? Like, they will push you and they got the energy of the sun, damn it. They're ruled by the sun. They got enough energy to sustain themselves and to sustain damn near everybody. You know, that is Leo energy to me.
Yes.
And it can be a problem because they are so motivating, but sometimes they're pushers and you're like, Leo, why are you pushing me? And you're like, because I love you.
Right.
It's like, but Leo, you're coming on a little too strong. But other times it's great.
Right.
But, you know, there is a line.
It is a line.
It's just funny though.
Right.
I'm like, I'm a pusher. And then in the movie, it turns to be this crazy thing where they say that she's pushing drugs. So like, watch out, Leo. You don't know where your passion might take you sometimes.
Right, or where you pushing people may make them go.
Exactly.
You know?
Make sure it's well received.
Right.
Because sometimes it won't be, and sometimes you will come off overbearing. But usually, I like it when I see it happening. Not to me, because I'm a Scorpio and I don't like being told what to do. But when I see it happening for other people, I'm like, yeah, that's funny.
Right, like you needed some direction.
Yeah,
in your
you know
life.
what I mean? Let that Leo light a fire under your ass.
Right.
And it's fixed fire too, so they'll just sit there.
Forever.
They won't move.
They keep it high, okay? Consistent.
No, literally.
Okay, so the first Leo that I would like to highlight today is the queen herself, Whitney Houston, okay? I feel like this Leo woman is a born star. Like, she was a born star. She had the most amazing singing voice, I think, ever on this planet Earth, and I feel like her voice will forever live on. You know what I mean? Like, when I think of Leo energy, they leave a legacy to me. You know what I mean? And that is exactly what Whitney Houston did. She is a Leo sun, Aries moon, and Pisces rising, and I just love that mix all together. But I really do see the Leo in her. Like, I feel like she had such charisma and style and influence. You know what I mean? Like, everybody loved Whitney Houston. Like, everybody loved Whitney Houston. Like, you can't deny the talent. And I feel like she sang with such passion and like found a way to connect to people through her music. And like, again, to me, that is just Leo energy. You know what I mean? Their creativity like stretches through like with like a warm hand and it's like, hey, like come hang out. Like, let's experience this together. And I feel like that was her, and that is her whenever I still listen to her music. You know what I mean? She makes me feel so connected and like heard through her songs. So I love her. May she rest in peace. I love you, Whitney Houston. You are just like the epitome of a Leo star to me.
Yeah, I feel like the thing is people didn't even love her. Like, they were passionate about her.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, they were in a trance state.
Yes.
When they would be listening to her, when they do listen to her. Like, that love is completely different. You know, and I feel like I see that with a lot of Leo placement celebs. Like, they have that star factor, you know? Where people just are kind of like obsessed with everything that they bring.
Yes, and they really want to be like their best friend, you know what I mean?
For sure. You feel this like closeness with them.
And they're so nice that they're nice to you, you know what I mean, when they meet you. Like, they make you feel like you're kind of their friend, which I also love
it's
about
that
their
warm
energy.
Okay, so for my second Leo moment, it's gonna be a person, and it is Miss J-Lo.
Oh,
listen,
yes.
I mean, I just have to say, I feel like J-Lo has been in the industry for so long, and she's managed to stay relevant and managed to stay fine. You know what I mean? Like, she's the epitome of a Leo placement. She's 50 and still looks that damn good. You know what I mean? And it's not all for nothing. Like, she puts her work in. You could tell she doesn't ever really plan on letting herself go. And I always feel that about Leo placements. Like, they just, the idea of letting themselves go because they got into a relationship or because they're getting older, they don't feel that way. They really don't. They will always try for themselves usually, but mostly for other people from the beginning of their life. You know what I mean? They do it for other people, but I feel like that confidence really starts working its magic on them the older they get, and they realize they want to do it for themselves. And I see that in her. I feel like they will always take care of themselves because they know they want to show up and show out no matter what it is that they do. And to be honest, if you want to show up, if you look good, you're gonna feel confident. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, look good, feel good. I wholeheartedly believe in that.
Hell yeah.
And I know Leo placements do too. And I feel like she also has that Leo work ethic. If you watch any of her interviews, whenever they talk to her about her work ethic or what makes her so successful, she always talks about how she's always on the go, how she's always pushing herself to be better, to do better, and to work harder and to just never ever stop. And that is that Leo motivation. I feel like not a lot of other signs have that kind of motivation that fixed fire has. They have the passion, fire, and they have the determination, fixed. So when you put those two together, it's a recipe for success, and it's the recipe of someone who won't ever give up on their passions. And I feel like they just, Leo placements pride themselves in their strength. They are very, very strong. And let's be honest, fixed fire always brings it. No matter on what stage of life they're on, they will give their all in everything they do, because pride is just a big thing with Leo. You know what I mean? They're very prideful. So of course they are going to be the baddest bitch. You know what I mean?
Yes.
In everything they do.
Yes.
You know?
Literally, I've never seen a Leo show up looking bad anywhere, and that is J-Lo to me. You know what I mean? Like, I've never seen her looking like busted. She is so fine. She works so hard, and like Leos do, they put in the time to make sure that they look good and they feel good, and so they can perform their best. You know what I mean? Because they know all eyes are gonna be on them.
Yeah, 100%.
I also feel like I have to say, J-Lo's hair is amazing, which I also feel like is like a Leo quality.
It's
like
have the mane.
That mane, you know what I'm saying? And it's gorgeous, and I love it. You're beautiful.
Absolutely.
You're doing great.
Keep on doing it.
Okay, so my next person is Maya Rudolph. And if y'all don't know about her, learn about her, okay? I feel like she's one of the funniest female comedians like of our time. Hello, her and Bridesmaids, like fucking hysterical, like comedy geniusness. And I feel like she exudes like warmth on and off the stage, which is very like Leo energy to me, like we were saying earlier about Whitney. And I just love Maya Rudolph's movies, her TV shows, her voiceovers. Like, I'm not sure if you guys know this, but she does the voiceover in Big Mouth. Like, she's so freaking funny. She's one of the hormone monsters. She's so freaking funny. And I feel like she's so theatrical and dramatic, and I'm here for that. And like, Leos bring that energy. You know what I mean? They bring that comedy, and they aren't afraid to go over the top. And that is her, you know? She's talented in multiple arts. Apparently, she also sings. And I don't know, I just feel like she is a performer. She has a Leo Sun, Mercury, and Mars, okay? And you know when you got that Leo Mars, you're born for the stage, honey. And I feel like she definitely was.
Oh, well, it's perfect that we're talking about Leo Mars. Besides the fact that I'm a Leo Mars, let's talk about someone else that's a Leo Mars, which is Beyonce.
Beyonce.
Let's talk about Beyonce's Leo placement. Listen. Leo placements obviously hate being embarrassed. We established that. So they will literally practice day and night until they get whatever it is they're working on absolutely perfect. And one of my favorite standout facts about Beyonce is that her dad would make her run while she was singing. So at the same time, you know, to basically make her the best at what it is that she does, which is performing and singing and dancing and being on stage and not running out of breath, you know, all these things.
Yeah.
So she could just be ready. already, and I feel like this is the most Leo Mars shit I've ever heard. Because Leo Mars is obviously known for their performance type exercises, aka they know how to dance. And also have the endurance to back it up. Fixed fire, you know? And I feel like, yeah, just the proof is in the pudding. We also have Meg Thee Stallion, that's a Leo Mars, and also Kehlani, which, if you guys didn't know, Kehlani went to dance school. Hence why she's also so good at dancing and performing. Like, that performance factor is there. If you have a Leo Mars and you're not dancing out here, like you don't dance ever, something's not happening and it's working out not in your favor. You know what I mean? I feel like Leo Mars, you need to learn how to express yourself via dancing. Like, it is really, really good for you.
Yes. I feel like they belong on the stage in some way, shape,
100%.
or form. You know, like, you need to get on that stage.
And if you feel uncomfortable being on stage, then you are somehow suppressing your personal power. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it's your fault, but I'm saying you are definitely suppressing something that is meant to be working in your favor.
Because this placement is meant to shine. You know what I mean? You're supposed to be a leader, a star, spotlight on you. Like, if you have this placement, people got eyes on you, honey.
People do. Give them a show.
Right. They waiting.
Do that damn thing.
My last person is Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter, he is definitely a Leo, and so is Daniel Radcliffe. Like, he's actually like
it was meant to be
a Leo in real life, you know? And if you are a true HP fan, you know that he was born on July 31st. So this actually makes him a freaking Leo. I will continue on to explain why I think he is a Leo. But first, let me pause to say that I know there are a lot of people who are hating on Harry Potter these days. I need you to know that I'm going to love him until I die.
Same.
I hate that J.K. Rowling made those transphobic comments. I do not agree with her. I do not support any of those words. I support and protect trans lives. You know what I mean? So don't get it twisted. I do not fucking support her. But back to Harry Potter, because that's what we're really talking about today. It's a Leo moment, okay? We ain't talking about J.K. Rowling and her
she's toxic.
She's toxic. We don't like her.
Yeah. How dare she?
Right. Try to ruin Harry Potter for us.
I feel like it evens out as much as it can, because I've heard the actors and actresses, they're always giving back to the transgender community in their own ways. You know? So they're very much making a difference in that way. So that's also another reason why I don't feel as bad, like supporting it and watching it, because listen, I love Harry Potter, I'm sorry.
Right. Ain't gonna give it
But
up.
I'm not sorry, because I know what I don't condone, and it's J.K. Rowling's behavior.
Exactly.
But I love my movies.
Exactly. It's my childhood. You're not gonna take my happiness away.
No, you won't. you won't.
You won't do it! Anyway, Harry Potter is definitely a Leo because, one, he's a natural born leader. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how all of this drama comes to him and stuff, but he always...
he can handle it.
He handles it, you know what I mean? And he gets people to come on his side and fight with him on his team. And that is like some true leader qualities, you know what I mean? He's very loyal to his friends, you know what I mean? I feel like he's very overprotective of them too, and is just very generous. And also, like, everyone on the show wants to be his best friend. And like, is that not Leo energy?
Yes.
Like, come on, Leos. Everybody wants to be your best friend. You know it.
Absolutely. I 100% agree with you. We've talked about this before. Yes, Harry Potter's definitely a fucking Leo.
Yeah.
And I feel like one of the reasons why I think he's a Leo that you didn't already mention is that he's courageous.
Yes.
Because if we're talking about smarts, like, we all know Hermione is the smartest person, but she's not the chosen one. The chosen one ended up being Harry, I personally think, because he is a courageous person. He has a courageous soul. Sometimes he didn't know what he was doing. Sometimes he didn't know what he was going to get himself into, but he had that Leo courage that just put him out there in the battlefield. Sometimes even wanting to go alone, even though he had his friends with him. Like, that is some courageous shit. Like, that is one of my favorite Leo qualities, is just how courageous they are. And when things get tough or when things get sad, they're not gonna let it stop them from going after what they want. They always have that courage to go after the things they want.
Right. Like, even if they're afraid, they're still gonna show up and do it. And
they're not gonna shy away from fighting somebody.
No. And they'll push other people to come along. Pushers.
Pushers. I push people.
Harry pushes people.
It's just perfect.
No, it's so good.
Okay, another like somewhat Leo moment that I just thought of is honestly the whole character of Elle from
oh my gosh, yes.
Legally Blonde.
Yes.
Like, to me, she's like, I would say she's like maybe a Libra with a Leo moon.
Yes.
Because, like, I mean, first of all, me. Like, when she said me, that was so Leo. Like, are you kidding me? Like,
Iconic
it's
Leo
about me.
moment.
I did it.
Yes.
You know? Or when she was like, what? Like, it's hard. You know? Like, even though it's hard, she's like, I can do it. You know, Leo, courage.
Yes.
You want something, you gonna go do it. And you're gonna look good doing it.
And she showed it. Yes, no, that's a really good one.
All right, lovely people, thank you for hanging out with me and my bestie while we talk about all of our favorite Leo moments, Leo celebs, Leo characters. We love talking about Leos.
Yes.
You guys give us this passion that, you know, we already have, and you add the fuel to it and it's just burning. We're getting hot, it's getting hot in here. But before we end the video, as you guys know, we got a podcast, and on this late night podcast, we really discuss everything that we discuss here, but on top of it, we also discuss spirituality, our trauma, celeb gossip, toxic Twitter time, some politics, like whatever we feel inclined to talk about.
Yeah.
In a longer period of time. So if you like podcasts, I think you would really like ours. And at the end of each YouTube video, we discuss a question that relates to our topic. Are you ready for the podcast question?
Yes.
Okay, so the podcast question is, what is your favorite thing about Leo energy? We got a lot,
So many.
so you gotta go listen to it,
Yes.
okay? We are going to post our socials somewhere over here. Don't forget to comment down below with your favorite Leo moments. We would love to hear it, or if you agreed with any of ours. We post every Monday and Thursday for YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe, and we post Wednesdays for the podcast. We love you guys.
Thank you so much.
And have a good week.
Bye.
Bye.